So starting the test drive in this Ranger XL, I say this in pretty much every Ranger review that I've done in terms of the driving portion. I really think the 2, 3, 4 cylinder, the EcoBoost, is one of the best, if not the best engines that you can get in a mid-sized truck. A lot of that has to do with being able to toggle between a sport drive mode and a normal drive mode, having an eco and all of that. You know, it's a big help, especially with, I can't remember if Toyota has a sport mode or not, but I know the GM models, they only have like a normal and off-road and a terrain mode or something like that. They don't have a true sport mode. So the sport mode in this 2.3 really allows this thing to open up and get you a real feeling of power there. Now the truck itself is a relatively smooth riding mid-size truck, and you know, I think it might be tied maybe a little bit better even than the Canyon Colorado lineup. Definitely rides smoother than the Tacoma. I think the Tacoma is the roughest riding in the segment, but you know, there are some pros and some cons to having that. I think it's the most agile feeling mid-size truck, but this here, I feel like you get the best of both worlds. A very secure feeling truck, not relatively numb steering, I think, and you know, it still rides pretty good, and it's still, you're able to do a lot with it, if that makes sense. Now, relatively quiet in here. I'm hearing a little bit of rattle, and that's just coming from this this box is back here. There's plastic around, just kind of shaking. But other than that, I mean, the ride in here is great. The sound acoustics in here are great, and just a relatively smooth drive so far. And what really just, and I'll say this later on, I kind of touch back on it, but this price point I think is solid for what you get in this truck in terms of the technology and in terms of the powertrain, and just having the Pro Power on board and all of that, the plugs, the charging. It doesn't feel like Ford skimped out on amenities here. Even though there are a few places they did, it's not really noticeable. So the vanity mirror is not up here. Not a huge deal for most people in this segment that probably don't use it. I don't have blind spot monitors, but blind spot mirrors are better than nothing. And this steering wheel isn't leather wrapped, but it's one of the better feeling vinyl or hard plastic steering wheels that I've, you know, used. And then even though this tablet screen is a bit smaller than a Lariat that I tested recently, it still has everything I need. It's still easy to use, and it's probably easier to use than that bigger tablet screen because there's less to fool with that you probably won't miss unless you're wanting to pay more for that Lariat anyway. And I feel like Ford's one of those manufacturers that, you know, they just do things so that you want to upgrade to these higher trim levels, but you still have a digital display that takes up probably 75% of the whole screen here. The only thing that isn't digital is going to be your fuel gauge, but you can still see on the digital display you have 172 miles still empty. The temperature gauge here is not digital, but you can see where the needle is. I mean, there's just nothing that requires you to necessarily upgrade to a higher trim level unless you want those higher amenities, like some of the other manufacturers, where if you want to see this, that, and whatever, even if that's the only thing you want, you have to go up $5,000 in trim level. I feel like Ford's not doing that with this XL compared to an XLT or a Lariat. Gonna try to give myself a little bit of space here. Let's put it in a sport mode. Here we go. Yeah, I feel like the 2.3 is just, it's an animal in the sport mode here. It is very quick, very peppy. The sound that you get from the engine bay is phenomenal. And I mean, it'll just run. Now I want to give one more huge thanks to Ford Lincoln of Franklin here in Franklin, Tennessee for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But final thoughts on this truck, I mean, ride quality is great. Sound acoustics are very good because, I mean, the wind's blowing like crazy today. But this is just a good value for $37,000. You can't beat this, I think, in the mid-size truck segment. You get elevation trim, a Canyon in the elevation trim, I just feel like tends to feel a bit more basic than this does. But, you know, I think the design on the outside is a bit less dated as well. It's just kind of hard to, it's based on preference at this point. Like the mid-size truck segment has been for a minute. You have turbo fours from everybody. You have pretty much an 8-speed automatic from everybody. So, except the 10-speed in this. It's just based on preference. But I think for 37 grand, this is a steal of a truck for what you get. Specifically when it comes to the different amenities on this one in particular, and the looks you get with this STX appearance package. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Ford Ranger XL with the STX appearance package.